What's going on, guys? I don't know why. Here we go. Here we go. We need this right here. What's going on? Okay, let me take a seat. Should be able to hear us really well with our microphones. If you can't hear us, let us know. Um, yeah. Anyways, well,
Says it's working.
yep. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, welcome your fans, Kurt.
Well, welcome in everybody. And as I told you last night, that was a very short live. Once you get up to that 11,000 feet, it gets very, very difficult to get service for your phone. So, but at least we told you guys that we were going to be picking up the paperwork, and we now have it. We've had a chance to do some reading of it. And I think that this is a very, very good start.
Yeah. So hold on. Let's go back just a little bit. So first of all, if you are joining us, we are live in multiple different locations right now through our StreamYard. So if you're live on, if you're seeing us on Kurt Sandin's Facebook page, welcome. Or if you're seeing us on God Sent Adventures on YouTube, welcome. And we're also running this through In and On the Net on YouTube. So if you're seeing us from there, welcome. I definitely want to say that if you're watching from In and On the Net, you need to go over to Godsend Adventures on YouTube and go subscribe over there. And if you're watching on Godsend Adventures on YouTube or on Facebook on Kurt Sandins, go subscribe to my channel In and On the Net and the Godsend Adventures YouTube channel as well. Yeah, but go hit the subscribe button. YouTube pays us better. YouTube lets us talk about more touchy subjects, especially when it comes to laws and things. But what's going on here is we are in the Colorado Rockies right now. It is beautiful. So I want to show you. I loaded in a picture here. Check this out, guys. This is where we are. We're coming to you live in the middle of nowhere. And this is what, I mean, it's just breathtaking. I think I can make it bigger for you. There you go. Look at that. Just absolutely incredible. Incredible. So we are out in Colorado because Colorado is currently running a petition to protect hunting and fishing rights for Colorado citizens. Now, at the same time, because me and Kurt are from Oregon, over there, Oregon, we've got IP28 going on that's trying to get rid of our hunting and fishing and our livestock and among other things, as you guys probably know. So we are here in Colorado. We're going around and we're trying to help them get signatures for their petition that makes hunting and fishing to Colorado citizens a right, not a privilege, a right. We thought, and we are helping Colorado do some other petitions as well. But we thought that if we come and take part in this and we see how another state is putting together laws to protect, to make it a right for the citizens to hunt and fish, we hope to bring this back to Oregon. We can learn some stuff and bring it back to Oregon so we can do the same thing in Oregon. We still have to defeat IP28, but the point of this is that if we can bring something like this back to Oregon, making it a right, something like IP28 in the future wouldn't be able to hold ground because it can't violate a right. So that's essentially what we're doing.
Yeah.
Right. We're in this beautiful place.
So I brought him to my old stomping grounds, and he finally realized that once I started going, well, I think we turn here. So I had a few right, a few wrong. But like I said, right now we're in amongst 14,000 feet peaks, and we're at least 10 that are 14, and some other ones that are right at it. So we're at 11,200 feet right now. So we're over 2 miles high. And what a great place to have a conversation about protecting our fishing and hunting. And this is sort of what I wanted. And because that Josh is so freaking awesome with the computers, you guys have been through me and the computers. And Josh just goes, "Oh, yeah, we got 5G here. We're all good.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
just do
so
it."
I'll just kind of do a quick rundown. You can see that we have us, and we're out here camped in it's the middle of nowhere in between 14,000 feet mountains. But we got, power banks and hotspots and wireless microphones and the works because that's how we do it.
So as you can see, the quality of this, so that we can explain what we're doing, is so important, you guys. And Josh will read this initiative to you. It's not very long. It's short and it's sweet. We have Carrie Goodhart that is actually writing another initiative, and we'll bring this back to add to that, just to make sure that we have everything locked tight. And when we get this on the ballot and get it voted through, that we know oh,
Someone said go Beavers.
So that we know that when we get this voted in, that we're protected from here on out. I know that in Carrie's initiative, the chief petitioner, she also made sure that she put in for the livestock, for our right to rear animals for harvest. So she's done a lot too. But this one right here,
and that's something we've noticed with this here in Colorado. This is strictly hunting and fishing. And we know that our Oregon version has got to cover livestock and all of that too, because that's our way of life in Oregon, right? We want to be able to raise our own cattle, chicken, pigs, etc., and be able to take advantage of that. I mean, think about all of the FFA programs and
That would
children.
close
I
down
mean,
so much.
it'd be unbelievable. So our version that we hope to take, away from this and bring back to Oregon would also include, livestock and all of that.
So, but I would say that the main point about this before we read this initiative is that you guys need to understand that there's another state that's running this initiative, probably because of our state. They saw the potential for this to happen to their state. And let's face it, it's a way of life that we don't want to lose, right? So, without further ado, we'll say hello to everybody. And I can see, I think that's Auto Magic, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
one
yeah.
that
They're
said
thanking us for how much
go.
dedication we're putting in. Also asking how they can help to sign up. Well, first we got to do this in Colorado, and then really right now we have to focus on just making sure that IP28 gets defeated. And then will come our time where we're definitely going to reach out to you guys, and all the more reason to subscribe to all of our channels so you don't miss out. Again, Facebook, for example, guys, it gets real touchy about the whole laws and politics, and all of a sudden our Facebook feed will just cut out. But YouTube always stays solid. So all the more reason to go subscribe to both of the channels on YouTube, because when the day comes that we're doing this for our state, there will be ways that you guys can help us. We will need help. We will need us all to come together and do all of our inner working parts to make it happen. So definitely do that. There will be an opportunity for you guys to help.
So yeah, there, and thank you for that question, Auto Magic, because it really is important that you stay aware. So, and everybody has been asking, and it brings up a really good point. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, somebody in the comments had mentioned just the whole human right. And like, yeah, that's what we're really trying to hammer at, is that, right now, I mean, really both Colorado, and that's why they're doing this, and Oregon, they see hunting and fishing as a privilege. And we know damn good and well that it's a human right. That's what somebody said in the comments. It should be a human right. And I mean, yeah, that's what we're driving at, is that before we had really settled in this country and made these states and produced this man's version of world where we have grocery stores and we're growing meat in a lab and whatever, we have to understand our roots, that our forefathers were out here in this wilderness, and the way they were feeding themselves was hunting and fishing. And it is a human right for you to still take part into those root backgrounds and hunt and fish. I mean, there's something, I have 6 kids, guys, and there's something special about pulling a deer tag, going out with the family, taking a deer, bringing it home as a family, butchering it, preparing it, and table fare, sitting down as a family with this meat that we provided off of the land together as a family. I mean, that is I don't know what more is a human right.
Well, and then as you guys know, I have a granddaughter, and to see her hold a fishing pole and spin that reel for the very first time, I want her to be able to have that advantage, that she can go to the wilderness at any time and enjoy it. It's not just the fishing and hunting, because that here's what's next. Then they're going to close off our lands.
Right. And you nailed a huge, just saying the granddaughter, it's like, we're getting old.
Yeah.
We've been hunting and fishing and all that, but really at the end of the day, we're putting this dedication and this effort into this because we want my sons and your granddaughter and their children and all of your guys' children and their children's children to be able to hunt and fish in the future of Oregon and Colorado
and throughout the United States. I mean, just for example, we left from there and looked for places along the way that we would like to maybe stop and fish or hunt. And if this is going to be run on the ballots throughout other states, some other states may let it get through. And once you make a constitutional amendment,
Yep, that's what someone just said.
okay, it's very tough to change it.
Yeah.
So that's why we went and did this. So before we get them too bored, should we read this?
Yeah, I'll read it to him. Let me
Okay,
see.
thank you.
Yep. All right. So, all right. I love this. I went through it just, a bit here, but I mean, number one, I love number one. Simple, plain statement, and it just hammers it all. There is established a right of the people of Colorado to hunt, fish, and take fish and wildlife. Period.
Period.
First line hammers it.
Yeah, pretty much tells them,
Hammers
okay,
it.
yeah, you can't do that again, ever again.
The right includes hunting, fishing, and harvesting fish and wildlife by the use of traditional methods. Love it. The right applies to all species of fish and wildlife managed by the state, except non game species, endangered species, or any species that is illegal to hunt under federal law. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Number two, the policy of the state of Colorado is that hunting and fishing are the preferred means of reasonably managing fish and wildlife populations. Most definitely.
Most definitely.
We see that, just quick chime, in Oregon. They take away our ability to hunt cougars with dogs and they become out of control. Hunting is conservation. It's the best way. And that's what it's saying, is it's the preferred method for conservation. Number three, this section is not intended to authorize trespass upon private property or to modify any provision of statutes related to trespass or property rights.
I get
Also
that too.
makes sense.
I get that.
This section does not limit the authority of an agency of the state of Colorado or the General Assembly to regulate hunting, fishing, and wildlife management if the law is necessary for sound scientific wildlife conservation and management, public safety, or to preserve the future of hunting and fishing opportunities for all species statewide.
Real simple. And then, of course, like I said, that we have Carrie that's written as well. This is just to bring it back and be locked tight with it. This initiative, I'm actually going to go out on the streets. I've retired from this, you guys, but I'm going to go actually out on the street and I'm going to go see what people, and I'm going to ask them to read it. And I'm going to say, hey, what do you think of this? And what's your opinion? So I'll actually be doing a survey as I'm out with that initiative and finding out if what the objections are, so that when we write for Oregon, that we make sure that we put those objections in there. It's so important so that when we pass this constitutional amendment, it fits the rights of the Oregonians.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that's it. That's the nutshell, guys. We're in Colorado. That's why we're here. We're trying to help with this, understand it, digest it, learn what we can to learn from it, to bring it back home to you guys so that we can not only squash IP28, but make sure that another initiative like that just never happens in the future again.
Yeah.
Period. So subscribe, because this is only the start of future events. I think you probably get that. And look,
Yep.
we've driven 2 days, two and a
Yeah,
half
two.
days,
You
thousands
gosh,
of
it was. Yeah,
miles.
it
Here
was
we
pretty
are,
rough.
2 miles above sea level and running around talking to people. And, you can see the effort and dedication that we're putting forth here. And this is, again, only the beginning. So subscribe to both the channels. Godsend Adventures on YouTube.
Thank you.
In and on the Net Fishing on YouTube. Thank you. And, make sure that, when you're subscribed now, when we go live and we push this further, you're going to know what's going on. You're going to be kept in the loop. You're going to know where you can help. We'll ask for your help as we need it, and so on and so forth. We can do this together.
Well, and okay, so now wait a second. This guy sitting next to me right here has a great sense of humor, you guys, and I haven't really sprung it on him. So I guess I should probably do it to him right now. This is not just all business, okay? What do you guys think? Should we make Josh make some videos about how stupid IP 128 or IP 28 is?
I do enjoy making films
Oh,
for
well,
no
you know,
particular reason when
so
I'm bored.
so well, there's okay. So then there's that fact,
I do have
right?
a good one on my channel already, but it's not funny. It's definitely
Yeah, it's
serious.
serious.
It's
Yeah,
very serious
yeah,
because
very
I
serious.
was very in a serious mind frame when I was
Oh,
making
you must have just
it.
read that stuff.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, it dives into the whole they're coming after our way of life.
Yeah,
And I
really.
mean, and it's
Well,
true. It's
and that's what it did to me. So that we don't lose this in the translation, folks, if you're subscribed to the channel and he puts one up, I put it up on mine, you then share it to your friends and share it to your friends and share it to your friends. We now have what we call a media blitz about the IP28 and what it's doing so that we
yeah,
don't let it get back into the fog of this. See, here's what happens is that all of these things end up on paper like this, and our brains forget about them because that we have life. Well, this piece of paper doesn't forget.
yeah.
All right. And it's going to have an action. So right now, our action has to be we need to make fun of the IP28.
And I can't
So
express enough too that a future video like that we put out, or this one, you know, I understand the concept of YouTube and in and on the net's monetized and whatnot. And guys, it really does help us, like watching the entire thing, sharing it to your friends, liking it, commenting on it. You have to understand that there's not a physical person behind YouTube that is pushing videos. It is a computer system that is paying attention and seeing if people are watching something all the way through, if they're liking it, engaging on it, commenting on it, sharing it to its friends. And if you guys help us do that, that is what makes the system go, let's show even more people, and that just gains that steam that we really truly need to defeat these
yeah,
terrible propositions and make sure they never happen again and show the state that we're serious.
well,
They can't deny if we make a video
yeah,
and it goes to multi-millions and every single person in the state has seen it, that means that the legislators have also seen it. So when we go to the Capitol to go talk about it, they know who we are. They know what we're about. They know the video. They know we're coming for them. And they know that we have all of you behind us.
well,
That scares them.
and if you make a video, share it to us as well,
Yeah,
because that if we keep this in the light and keep making fun of it so that we're not afraid of it,
right.
and that it just doesn't sit on a piece of paper in a computer, as long as that we keep that aware, we will be doing a few more things for you. So let's see where this goes. Let's see how we build. And then there's other networks that will be joining from Oregon for Oregonians. There'll be other issues now, probably power to the people. I don't want to bring that one back out. I want to stay in the background, you guys. I make baits and I enjoy doing that, and that's what I want to do.
I'm not afraid to be the in your face.
Yeah, he
If
can
you've been
handle that.
following in and on the net, we had a live where we were just honestly complaining about Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife and what they were doing and etc. And we let's just say I don't want to ruse it too hard, but let's just say we had an ODFW employee that found his way into the live, made a few statements. In and on the net fans freaked out, made phone calls, and that dude got fired. So,
Yeah,
so
so
it can be powerful when they're doing right, they're doing right, but when they're doing wrong, we got to hold them accountable.
okay.
And social media and things being shared
Joe,
out is a quick way to make people held accountable.
so can I ask, and I expect replies later, because if you guys share this around, we'll get replies.
Yeah, hit the share
So
button right now. Right
so
now, you're watching. Share. It's right down here. The button. You can find it. Come on, share it. Thank
so
you.
the question I had was, how many of you saw the Geyer show where
Mm,
he actually caught petitioners out in the field?
yeah,
And how many of you actually saw that video? See, so, and if you didn't see
yeah.
that
Hold on.
video, we need to share that video again. All
Yeah.
right,
So
so let
what?
me go to some of the questions here. Let's see what we got.
Well, what happened, guys? Because I know you can still hear me.
Yeah, they can.
I'll show you. So here we are in Colorado, right? Let me show them this,
Okay.
Kurt. Here we are in Colorado, right? And as we're
Yeah, no,
doing
don't show them
this,
that.
we have to. Okay, my bad. Okay,
Yeah, we have to do a bunch
here's
of
the back
stuff.
so you don't see anything. But we have to wear a thing that lets people know that we're a paid person to to get signatures. And over there in Oregon right now, the guys with the IPA or the IP28
are paid.
Are apparently, yeah. So this was what was on the show, was apparently they're paid, but they're out there wearing the, badges like these that say volunteer. Now that in this is a huge no. You legally have to tell the people that are coming to sign stuff whether you're paid or you're a volunteer. So they're possibly what we seen on that show. We'll share it out so you guys can see it. But apparently they had paid circulators gathering signatures, but they were wearing volunteer badges.
Yeah.
So we do know that as they try to push IP28, like that in itself could cause conflict for them where that whole thing just gets squashed and it's over. We still have to be vigilant that if it doesn't, that we're there to vote, we're there to do what we have to do.
Well,
but that's what that Geiger
video
show was talking about this morning. Yeah.
So and I saw it, and the chief petitioner for our Oregon ballot, which will be because we have to protect the animals' rights. She said, Kurt, we really need an investigative reporter. And by golly, here he popped up that afternoon, right? So we have some very powerful God on our side, right? So he popped that video out, and it really explained what happened there. So Colorado has always been a grassroots state. We've never really had to have a political party. An ORS, which is the funding of these initiatives. It's just never happened before. So
thanks for the shares, guys.
Thanks, guys. So we now realize that PETA or whoever the animal protection right people are, that they spent money now in our state to change our state. So now we have to counteract that.
I don't want to eat meat from a lab.
Yeah, no, I don't want 3D printed T-bones. I'm sorry.
Sounds terrible. I'll be honest, I've never tried lab grown meat. I will never try lab grown meat.
I don't get it. So now we have to go towards the funding side of it. And that's my specialty. But I'm retired and I'm gonna stay retired. So we've got some young people there in Oregon. Let me tell you, when they say it's go time, you guys. So I'll sit in the background and do the things that I need to do to help our state. Quite frankly, politically, it's not a bad thing, but we're still pretty much 1930s. We need to jump into 2028 because that just right off the bat, our whole way of life got threatened with one set of papers, right? So yeah, we definitely need to jump in and see what this stuff's going on. I mean, Colorado knew about it right away, got the initiative written. And I'm sure other states are very much paying attention to what's happening in our state.
Yeah, and we can sit there and we can think, our state, we're already in it. Colorado made a smart choice that they're preparing for it. And we're kind of a step ahead, and like we're not a step ahead of that, but we're a step further into the problem. But have faith is all I'm trying to say. It's not too late. We can still totally stop this and then write legislation, get it proposed to get on a ballot, to get voted for, to just make sure it doesn't ever happen again.
So I wanted to talk about one other thing. And it's come to my attention that it's something that I'm going to pay attention to. And that question is our Oregon government for the people or against the people? And I'm just asking the question. I know in my head, in my heart, what it says. And I would hope that you would ask that question of yourself. Is the Oregon government for the people or against the people?
Right.
And you come up with your own answer. You don't have to share that with anybody. It doesn't have to become a fight. It's just the answer that you get for yourself. And I think that if you ask yourself that question, I think you'll see that it's pretty much go time.
Yeah. But guys, it's time to set down all of the typical weapons and pick up your pen, because that is the weapon that we need to yield right now.
And let me tell you something. I've learned over my 42 years of doing this just how powerful that pen is.
Yeah.
And that's for us. That's something that nobody can take away from us. They're taking individual choices of life and picking them apart.
And we have to ask, something like IP28 succeeds. And
That's
what's next?
yeah. What's next?
I
So
mean,
from
because it's
yeah,
brazen.
yeah, that's brazen.
And like,
Well,
and I get the whole, like, I want to definitely touch the topic right now that this whole time, guys, we have been, that's preposterous. There's no way that this will pass. Well, let's be honest. I never thought that they would be even in the position to have enough signatures for it to
you have to
even
get it
be
on the very yeah.
considered. So maybe we're all, because I'm with you, I'm in the same boat that I'm like, this is never going to happen. We're not going to let this happen. Maybe we need to just kind of stop and realize that this is a battle. They are gaining ground while we're gaining ground as well. We need to fight with that pen.
Yep.
We need to care. We need to watch. We need to pay attention, and we need to fight with that pen.
So I did a little story for myself on the way here, and we stopped and we fueled up, and I did a little video, and then we stopped and we fueled up, and I did a little video, and I did it for each one of the states. And I got into the one of the most expensivest places in all of Colorado, and I got gas for $3.47 a
Yeah,
gallon this morning.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to sort of sum this up for you guys to answer the question why I asked that question. So we have gas taxes, and then they wanted to raise another gas tax. If they had raised that other gas tax, our gas would be $8 a gallon right now for
Yeah.
diesel, and $7, almost $8 a gallon for unleaded. So that's where I started asking myself that question. Okay, so and then I
Yeah, the
asked myself,
question of is the Oregon
yeah,
government for the
is the
people?
other
Yeah,
Oregon government for us or against us?
right.
And then I asked myself, I heard a story come out of California where they were actually talking about giving the gas tax a holiday. All right, so they weren't trying to raise the price of gas. They were thinking about taking off the tax and putting it back on later if the gas went back down. So, that really made me ask that question. Is this government for the people of Oregon or against the people of Oregon? And I got my answer. I put those few things together and it was like, yeah, I have to do something. So I'm doing something. I'm grabbing the pen, I'm grabbing the paper,
Yeah.
I'm talking to people. And just like Josh is doing things. I mean, we're here to learn. So we're doing things. And that's what I guess we're going to have to do now. Instead of being relaxed and at our homes and enjoying our lives, guess that's just not going to happen. All right, you guys, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
that's pretty much the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah,
We need your help. We need your support.
yep.
That starts with subscribing. I'm going to say it again
It's
to
free.
God
Doesn't
Sent
cost you anything
Adventures
except for
on YouTube and In and on the Net on YouTube, you know, and that in itself is, support you can do right now to help us gain steam towards the ultimate goal. And like I said, that will also keep you in the loop so that you can help in the other ways that we need help in the future. And again, another cheap, free way, I mean, not even cheap, absolutely free way that you can help and support us right now is the share button, the
yeah.
like button, because the algorithm's paying attention.
Well, and as that algorithm is paying attention, let me tell you, you will see this pop up on your Facebook. You will see this pop up in your TV commercials because we will go there. So, but we need the support and listen, I'm not going to do it for no reason, right? I mean, as it is right now, I'm hesitant about
We're
going
doing it.
in.
We're doing it for not only my children and grandchildren and
Yeah.
Kurt's children and grandchildren. We're doing it for your children and your children's grandchildren and etc. You get my point.
And your human rights. What about
Yeah.
you? It's
Yeah.
your human right.
That's right. All right.
Yeah,
I think
I think
that's
we're
about
good.
it. So we love you guys. We love the
Yeah.
support.
Wait till you see what's coming next. We're not quite done here.
Nope.
We'll be here for a couple more weeks. I'll be meeting with some people here to bring some of their things back home to us. Okay.
My microphone flipped off because I was
chasing a mosquito.
man.
Oh wait,
Holy
hang
cow.
on a second. We don't want him to lose the thrill.
What do you got? Oh, he's grabbing the skeeter spray, of course. Yeah. All right. Well, from the Colorado Rockies, a couple of crazy Oregon boys that are crazy about fishing and crazy about protecting your hunting and fishing rights. This is Kurt from Godsent Adventures and Josh from In and On the Net Fishing. Over and out. We'll see you guys later.
Good night, guys. Here.